doing a small little informational stream. One of the guys in my local scene is dabbling and learning Cable Doom. So I was going to do a quick little video overview tutorial, 30,000 foot view, explanation of Cable and Doom. So it's not gonna be. I mean, I don't expect to go too crazy in depth, but it'll be kind of overview, just a primer, if you will.
Marvel versus Capcom.
Excusez-moi.
Select your heroes.
Alrighty, so like I said, going to be doing Cable Doom. Cable Doom. We'll set this stuff. So I'm not gonna be sitting here building meter all day. Okay, so what do we got? We got Cable Doom, right? So, Cable Doom. It was really popular early in the game, like 2000, 2001, when Doom was a lot more popular than he eventually came to be. It's good. It's very good. It's probably... let's see, I'm doing this on the fly. It's definitely a top 5 Cable, like duo, Cable, and then assist. I don't know where I'd put it overall, but it's top 5 easy. I'd have to think if it's top 3. It's close. Anyway, it's good. Excuse me, Cable wants screen control with, Fierce being a gunshot. It's got bombs, he's got Viper beams, got all this good stuff, right? So he's trying to control space as much as he can on the screen. And then you have Doom Rocks, right, which are super good because they immediately cover the horizontal space in front of Cable, right? So boom, needs to come out. They have a little bit of get me off you capability, because when he comes out and he starts the rocks, if the opponent gets hit by that startup, they'll get popped up, right? So it has a little bit of get me off capability. I mean, not as much as Cap, right? But what it lacks in overall that. It has an utility because, as you can imagine, you want shit on the screen when you're Cable, right? So if I can say let's go ahead and own that the horizontal space. I mean, when the rocks deploy, it basically covers the normal jump space, right? So the default camera view. If he gets off if he shoots the rocks out, it'll cover the whole normal jump space. So that's super good. So, you know, in a lot of ways, it's like drones is with cable. Helps you control space really well. And, you know, Doom rocks are good against really any multi-hitting assists. Like, it's really good against rocket punch assists because he'll just sit there and get chewed up by the rocks. So it's good. It's a good assist. It's top 5 probably. Anyway, enough about Doom assist and where lit ranks and all the other assists. So you got this. That's super good. So cable, just general cable stuff, really basic cable stuff. The default, excuse me, the default cable, like bread and butter, I'd say, is crouch short, and then crouch strong or crouch forward, and then stand roundhouse, and then you super jump cancel that and air hyper, right? So it's this. Yeah, then it's just that, then, you know, it's air hyper times 3 on normal size characters, and then big characters like Scent, Juggernaut, you know, but it's gonna be Scent mostly. You can do 5 times. So the first a little tidbit I would do is I would actually practice either short forward roundhouse, or short forward roundhouse works, or short strong roundhouse works. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this even makes a difference anymore in 2020. But if you had to pick one to choose and kind of drill into your head, I'd actually do the strong route, short strong roundhouse. And the only reason that is this crouch strong or crouch forward sounds weird. Crouch middle kick. This will that will miss like smaller characters. Like it's gonna miss roll and serve bot, which okay, you know. But this hits everyone. The crouch strong. So it's just, you know, set it and forget it, and then it's pretty straightforward. Okay, so you know you want to be looking to get that whenever you can. This move, his roundhouse, his jump roundhouse, is really good. It's definitely one of the better roundhouses in the game, jumping roundhouses in the game. His hitbox, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show it. I can't think of a situation. It's not a super crazy looking cross up like, you know, like a like Street Fighter 2, you know, like a jumping roundhouse from Ryu or something. It's just like, or Ken is like, you know, the hitbox is like behind him or some shit like that. It's not like it's not like foot dive, Doom's foot dive from Marvel 3. It's not that level of ridiculous. But it's in this game, it's super good. You'll stuff a lot of stuff with this. Love attacks. I'm not gonna be able to show it, but yeah, I mean it kind of looked like it would have hit, but yeah, see, it's weird looking, but it's good. It's good coming down with, and then, you know, that allows you to just, you know, do a simple combo like that, and, you know, you get into your stuff, your cable stuff. Another combo that you'd want to be pretty proficient with is if you get him, if you're doing, you know, like if you're doing some full screen pressure with Stand Fierce, and you manage a hit, you want to do 4 gunshots in the scimitar, which is his, you know, dragon punch move, and then you cancel that in air hyper. and then you can do, you can do 3 again, or 5 on Scent. So that's really good, obviously. It doesn't come up as often as, is this situation, but still, it'll help. It'll help get any damage, because with Cable, you gotta, you have to convert pretty much any opportunity you can into getting an air hyper, right? That's like his whole game plan. The player that I'm doing this for, he was saying that, he's kind of concentrating on, trying to get like the perfect setup, so he can get like maximize the damage. I totally get that. I think that's good. But I think, I think as you're getting used to playing Cable and getting, getting more experience with him, it's better to just like, when in doubt, just do air hyper. Just do it, so you can get the experience of when it'll work and when it won't. Because, he's playing Omega Red, so Cable usually comes in with a ton of meter. So, yeah, don't be afraid to use it, right? Use it, waste it, whatever. But get the, knowledge of, oh, hey, I wasted it this time. Or, oh, hey, look, it actually worked. Here's another thing about Cable Doom that you can do. Remember I was showing you that pop-up earlier. Well, assuming you're like, halfway decent to game. That's a free air hyper, right? Anytime you see that pop-up, they're just it's free damage. You can usually only get one on normal size characters, so you want to just do like a normal jump and just wiggle it so you get max damage. So one thing that Cable Doom is really good at too is it lets you do a ton of chip damage. Because, one of the things that you want to do with Cable is you want to try to make them block as much as you can if they're going to be, full screen. So the nice thing about Doom is that he does a good amount of chip damage. That the molecular shield assist does a fair amount of chip damage, right? So you can punish them for... You can make them pay more for blocking your stuff. This menu system is so weird. Oh, you can't see it because... I mean, that's like, it's like 10, like almost 10% chip. And I realize it's not all at once, but you can, well, darn, I'm trying to, let me see if I can show you. Oops, wrong one. Let's see if I can do it. So, here's just like a, that's 10%. That's obviously not safe. I wouldn't do that in particular. There you go. It's 10% for just doing. Don't do that. For just doing like some basic chip stuff. An easy one that you can try is full screen, right? And Call Doom. Call Doom and then do 4 gunshots. But Call Doom and do the first gunshot at the same time, right? And then do Fierce Viper Beam. I think that's safe. I mean, Jab Viper Beam is definitely safe. Sorry, that's the drone's timing because I'm a Cable Scent player. I think that's probably. I feel like that's safe. See if I can do this. I'm not sure. This is gonna be dependent on me being able to continue the combo. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Somebody's asking for it, so I'm showing it. Not the Cable Cap part, just the Cable Doom part. So yeah. You want to try to. I mean, you know, the game plan is you want to try to get him to block, right? Because I wouldn't do that against Cable, but you want to get him to block. Just take chip damage, right? Because, you know, in most games, you know, people get chip damage. They get antsy. They don't want to get chip. Oh, I'm taking, you know, I can't take damage, and they run into it. You just do stuff like that. Another thing too with Cable is really good is his jump jab. I'll show you. It's very active, and I mean, anything that gets you into HVB is preferred with Cable. So like that's just, you know, it's 90% off with jab, basically. Yeah, I figured it was. This is just like I figured it's fighting its Cable. Like I did it right before you jumped on, and it looked like it was safe. But yeah, I mean, I know, you know, my Cable Doom's pretty rusty, but I have a general idea what to do. With like drones, I know the timing to keep it safe against Cable. So I figured with rocks it's the same. Do you have any more insight, Rama? I was just doing like just a little primer on Cable and then Cable Doom. Stop them from jumping. Wow, if I was good at the game, I wouldn't have been able to do that. This is just like a swag combo. Cable and swag, not really. Yeah, that's my thought. It is pretty straightforward. But I mean, a lot of it is you got to just get. A lot of it is you just gotta, yeah, space. Yeah, exactly. So Ram was saying in the chat, who he's a pretty good authority on you know, Cable stuff, and he's definitely gone up against Cable Doom quite a bit. So, but yeah, it's basically spacing, you know, spacing / zoning, and just trying to get chip is wherever you can, right? Because it's the most important thing, because that's what Doom provides you. That's the advantage that you get with Shield, is you can provide good chip. Oh, another thing too, with Cable that's important is practice tiger kneeing your grenades, because you can block right after. Okay, yeah, that's good. So Ranma's saying against like people in the air, you know, mobile, they're, you know, super jumping or air dashing or whatever. He's saying that a good thing is you can cross them up in the ground and call Doom, right? So like if this was Mag or Storm, right? She's doing whatever, so you can jump, call Doom on the other side, you know, air dash the other way, so they kind of, you know, they can fall on the Doom, right? They have to take Doom's damage, just chip for free. But yeah, obviously that's not optimized. That's just me messing with it. But I think you can kind of see an idea, right? You know, you want to try to get them to have to block Doom, and that's same premise with drones, right? You want to try to get them to block drones, so Cable has time to chip or throw a grenade to set up, you know, the next where he wants you to go, or Viper Beam for some chip. It's pretty straightforward. I think the most important thing is to get used to, like I said a few minutes ago, get used to just doing HVB just whenever you think it can work. Just keep doing it, because you got to get used to. That's the best way to figure out, you know, what's punishable and what isn't, is just, you know, doing it a ton and be like, oh yeah, see, I didn't think you could punish that or whatever. You're going to be surprised going into Cable what all you can punish with HVB, because it's just that good. Captain hit. I mean, that's, you know, I guess that's really all I have. I don't have too much more. You know, this is just like a 101 thing. Hey, I did it. This is just like a 101 thing, right? So I would definitely HVB when in doubt, just do it. See if you can punish something. Get used to, you know, doing that quickly. It's super important. Get down this basic combo. That's, you know, pretty much one of the 3 cable combos you need to know. Less important, but get used to doing the jump jab conversion. Jump jab fierce. Like, don't be an idiot like me. Jump jab, and then, I mean, that's just, it's super easy. And jab's really good against like Storm and Mag when they're coming down. You just jab, you can like jump back, jab like that. It helps cover him. There, it's hard to replicate against the dummy, but there you go. Yeah, then the 4 gunshot scimitar conversion too. But those are really like the three basic combos you need with Cable. He doesn't need too much. Yeah, agreed. So Ron was saying in the chat that Cable Doom builds meter pretty quick, which I agree with. It builds meter quicker, I think, than drones and Cable Drones does. At least when I was sitting here messing with it. So you can just, you know, you can be a little bit more liberal with HVB. And the the player that I'm kind of directing this towards, gearing this towards, he actually plays. He's actually playing Omega Red Cable Doom, and like, so, you know, like Cable's coming in with like 4 or 5 meters, so that's why I'm just like, just do them, just, you know, just do HVB, just whip it out, right? You like get used to doing it and see what you can punish and what you can't, because you gotta get the muscle memory and figure out what you can do. Yeah, like when in doubt with Cable, especially when you're learning them, just do air hyper, dude. Just know 99% of the you know, situations it's the right thing to do. But yeah, I mean, that's Cable in a nutshell. Like, HVB when you can, where you can, if you've got the meter for it, which you will have the meter for it if you're playing Omega Red. Yeah, exactly. You got to get used to whiff punishing, like Rama said, and I kind of alluded to earlier. That's the number one thing with him. So when in doubt, HVB, just do it. Because here's the thing. I'll show you one last thing. Because, oops, I hit the wrong one. I'm not smart enough to hit training mode. The last thing is, if you do this and you're playing Doom, this does a good amount of chip. I'll try to move so you can see how much chip it does. But like, if you call Doom and do air hyper, right? I mean, that's, you know, more than 10%. It's like close to 15% chip. I mean, it's definitely at least 10% just on a free air hyper that I did. And, you know, that's more damage that you're taking. And you're just doing it because, yeah, I mean, you gotta do more HVBs. When in doubt, call Doom, do HVB, net 10% of their life in chip that they can't do anything about. Unless they're Cable, but I wouldn't worry about that. Because that's kind of a execution heavy punish. So yeah, I hope this helps. Like I said, I just threw it together this morning, so it's a little longer than I wanted to, but it's a lot of rambling, and I got some good information from Ranma. So